All right, man. So the Indiana Fever couldn't pull it off. They ended up getting swept by the Aces this year. Not what we wanted. There's some pros to take away. There's some cons to take away. Look, man. Look. We're gonna start off with this. I don't even know where to start off because there's so many things to talk about. Free throws. We can't go into the playoffs and beat a playoff team, beat a championship style team like the Aces, the Storm, the Lynx. We got to make free throws. That's one. Two, for everyone who said, how are we going to play aggressive? How are we going to be physical without them calling fouls? They were being physical. The Aces, this was their playoff game for sure. They wanted to beat the Fever, and they wanted to be physical. They wanted to put hands on them, and they wanted to make it a point that they're being physical. If you didn't see that tonight, I don't know what. I'm pretty sure Becky had a talk with them and let them know. Be physical. I can see it in Becky's aura. I can see it in her face. You got Chelsea Gray out there dragging AB with the ball on her knees and then rah-rahing her. Like, nah, who's going to be the floor general? Who's going to be the... Oh, I almost did it. Who's going to be the floor general? And I said this when I was on live. To take it to their chest. You got to take some, and you got to take some pride. And you got to take one and put it in their chest. Let them feel you a little bit. Because right now, they treated you guys like freshmen. They treated you like we're the varsity team. You're the freshman team. We're going to let you know. We're going to let you have it. Although they only lost by 4, they came back after the second half, and they showed a little bit of that toughness. A little bit. They're still trying to be physical. You got Kelsey Plum all up in her face. You got Jackie Young holding and just being physical. You got Chelsea Gray out there rah-rahing. And I get it. You guys are the champs. I get it. You guys are the big dogs, right? Okay. But Indiana, I've seen you beat so many good teams this year. And honestly, I'm going to be honest, that game was very winnable from the Indiana Fever. That game was very winnable. There's some things we're going to take away. We're going to get into the stats right now. But, yeah, Chrissy Sides got outcoached again. And you know what? We're going to save Chrissy Sides for another video. Let's go ahead and let's get into the stats. I'm going to tell you what I did like, okay? I'm going to show you what I did like. Points in the paint, Indiana, 34. Vegas, 26. We held Asia to 15 points today. We held Asia Wilson to 15 points. Love that. Second chance points. Indiana wins by 3. Fast break points. That's no brainer. Indiana wins by 6. We had 11 fast break points. Isn't that weird? That's shocking, isn't it? We're running out in transition. I don't even want to talk about the Chrissy Sides timeout. I got a whole separate one for that. Biggest lead. I don't want to talk about that. Team rebounds. We out-rebounded the Aces by, I don't think this is current. I don't think this is accurate, but we out-rebounded them, and it showed. Dante's doing her thing. I love it. Nalissa Smith, her energy in the first half, I love it. She was out there rebounding. Her offense was, it was off. She obviously can't make free throws as well. She's terrible, actually, at free throws. Our turnovers were up. We had 15 turnovers. I do like that. I like it. That means we're playing somewhat fast. I like that. And then points off turnovers. We still won that, even though we have more turnovers. We still won points off turnovers. Love it. Now let's get into the stats. Lexi Hall, she only took 2 shots today. Why do we have a 70% three-point shooter out of the break shooting 2 shots? Why do we not have plays for Lexi Hall to get open for a 3 or be more aggressive or get her more shot attempts? I don't get it. Nalissa Smith, 1 for 5 from the field. I already talked about it. She had a great rebounding game. She brought some energy. She just couldn't find a bucket tonight. Okay. Aaliyah Boston, she got going in the second half. I love when she came in and started hitting her shots from the free throw line, or like her little pick and pops, or, knocking down those mid-range shots. I love it. Then she started being a little bit aggressive, backing down, getting into foul trouble. What have I been talking about for the past 2-3 days? Get these teams in foul trouble, please. Their mood, their frustration. And then when we want to blow past them, they can't really be physical with us anymore. Guess why? Because they're going to call a foul again. and you're going to get to the free throw line. So what do we start seeing? They're in foul trouble. Boom, we blow them past them because they can't be physical. So we're getting our easy layups. Like, guys, Chrissy Sides, break the shit down to the point where, like, be a professional. Understand basketball. Calling a damn timeout with 26 seconds left while their defense is damn near all in the corner scrambled. Well, we could just send our two corners, Lexi Hall, Kelsey Mitchell, they're going to run and flare. Clark, run down the floor. We're either going for an easy two, with still we're going to have finish with 20 seconds left on the clock, or we're looking for a three ball in a second chance, and then we can call a timeout, things to get mixed up or whatever. Moving on. Kelsey Mitchell, 8 for 16. She was on fire in the first half. I'm talking about no answer for Kelsey Mitchell. I'm talking about none. She had 1 point in the second half. What the fuck? And excuse my language, I am just so mad because this game was very winnable. That is a coaching issue, Chrissy Sides. You have a player with a hot hand, and you're not telling her to be more aggressive. I understand. Caitlin Clark came out in the third quarter. She put up 11 quick points. Shit, I love it. But if we can have Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark firing off at the same time, explosion. Explosion. Fireworks show. I don't like how Kelsey Mitchell was passive in the third and fourth quarter. I'm not going for it. Kelsey Mitchell, 8 for 16, 50% from the field. You had 19 points in the first half. You finished with 20, Kelsey Mitchell, 20. Moving on. Caitlin Clark, 7 for 18 from the field. All her made buckets came in the second half. She had no points in the first half. She was out of character. She was frustrated again. She got another technical, which at least she's showing passion for the game, Chrissy Sides. She's got to get out of the ref's ear because it almost was like a point for the refs to make it a purposely like opportunity to give her tech or just purposely calling fouls. It's like, that's why I say don't harp on the refs, but at least she's showing some type of passion, Chrissy Sides. Another thing is, Chrissy Sides, there's a minute and 10 seconds left to go. We still have about, I don't know how many, 13 seconds on the shot clock. You have to make sure Caitlin Clark does not take a logo three and force it when we could get a better shot opportunity. Or, Chrissy Sides, tell them to go downhill and penetrate to create contact so we can get to the free throw line and make the easy two. We can't. Yes, I get it. 8 times out of 10, Clark is making that shot. I'm going to live with it. I love it. But maybe on that shot specifically, when we're playing the champs down 2 or whatever the case is, we have to have a better look at the basket. Although if she would have made it, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And she was on a heater in the second half. So, I think as a defense, you're going to live with that shot. That's a, 25% shot from way out. We're going to live with that. If she makes it, she makes it. Fuck, like, shit. What are we going to do? So, I don't know. I think certain shot opportunities, especially late in the game, we might have to pass that. We might have to look for Kelsey Mitchell. But also, these girls can't be stagnant. You got to go to the ball. Like Dantas. I've been talking about Dantas. Like, bro, I call her a tank. Why is it that we're not playing her more? Last game, there's plenty of opportunities to get Dantas in the game to let her display her offensive capabilities. Tonight, she had a great night. We're not going to skip over Erica Willer real quick. My bad. Erica Willer, she came in. She played 15 minutes early because Caitlin Clark was on the bench for most of the second quarter with foul trouble, and she had an attitude problem. And Chrissy Sides did the right thing by putting her on the bench and letting her chill for a little bit. And then another thing with Caitlin Clark, she was trying to force the ACES to get a foul. Like she took a 3, which is way out of character for Caitlin Clark, and kind of jumped into the defender, to get a 3, and they called an offensive foul. It was too obvious. So you could see the refs. They were making it a point. They were going to call fouls today, and they were letting it be known. Erica Wheeler, like I said, she came in, she played 15 minutes, wasn't much production. You know, she was kind of just filling in for Clark tonight. So I think she had 2 free throws, which is fine. But Dantis, she was an X factor, came in and had a huge 11 points, 4 or 6 from the field, 2 or 2 from 3-point range. You got Dantis shooting 2 for 2 from 3-point range. So at some point, when are we going to run the Dantis, AB, Lexi Hall, Kelsey Mitchell, and Caitlin Clark? Like, something like that, please. Then we have Temi. She had decent production, only 13 minutes. She went 2 for 3 from the field. As you can see here, you know, defensive presence, has some rebounds. I love that. And she is finishing around the rim a little bit better. So, you know, I like that. And she looks a little bit more confident offensively. So I'll take that, especially we're going into the playoffs. That's the player we definitely going to need with some veteran experience and some playoff experience. Her and Dantis, these are pretty much the 2 veterans on the team, along with Erica Wheeler as well. So there's a lot to take away from it. Although, look, this is the ACES, a championship team. Look, this is a very winnable game for me. You know, this is the team right here that you want to beat. And I'm going to be honest. I think the Fever, whoever they see next, I think they're going to run through them. Because the ACES, this is a good team, man. You're holding them to 78 points. You're holding them to under 87 points last game. I think they put up 86 points. So there's a lot to talk about. I still got plenty of stuff I want to say. I'm going to make another video specifically about Chrissy Sides and just certain things I want to talk about. And then I'm going to have the post game for you guys as well. I know you guys love those. Besides that, you know, the Fever got to bounce back and really have a good game on Sunday. A really, really good game. They cannot finish off the season with 2 more losses. They have to win out, and they have to finish off strong with momentum to go into the playoffs. That's what's important now. This series is over. The Aces swept them. You know, there's still much more to talk about. Obviously, they should have replayed the Aaliyah Boston elbow to the face and things like that. Chrissy Sides got to be a little bit more pumped up about that. But yeah, man, pros and cons. They fought. I like to see them not give up. They were still in it in the 4th quarter, and there's just small things that turn the game to a loss. So besides that, look, man, it's your boy CEO Connor. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. I'll be back with some more content. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I'm out.